In this video, we're going to be walking through how to install blocking for decks. This is stuff that you put in between your joists to basically increase the rigidity of your deck or whatever structure you're working on. And so it's pretty simple. Basically what you're doing is you measure the distance between these two things. If you're following a 16 on center format, then ideally what you should expect is to have 14.5 inches between the two sides of this guy. So basically just use a miter saw or a circular saw, cut off a 14.5 piece, and it should be the same size. So this is 2 by 8. So it needs to be a 2 by 8 piece if you're using 2 by 8 joists. So don't try to do a 2 by 4, something like that, because it won't be as strong. So basically very straightforward. And in my case, I've got 12 feet running this way. So I have 2 sets of blocking on this deck. And so basically I'm putting in the last one right now so you guys are gonna see it. What I did is I used one of my deck boards here. That's a 16 footer. And I just use that to kind of mark off a line all the way down there at the 3 foot mark. So you got 3 to 4 feet. Anyway, but you got 2 evenly spaced, or basically now we've got 3 sections evenly spaced on this deck, and I just alternate between the 2 because you need to, because that's how you're going to access screwing in the other guys. I'm using 3-inch deck screws on this stuff. You know, some people use nailers, and also for every 2 inches of dimensional lumber, you're supposed to be using 1 screw. So if you're using a 2 by 8, you need to have 4 screws in this thing. So I still got to come through and add those in, but just make this thing as sturdy and safe and long lasting as possible. That's how you're going to do it. I'm just tacking it in place right now with basically 2 of these guys just like that on either side. And yeah, so I'll show you how that happens, and stay tuned.